Hey guys, Trash here, and welcome back to my hardcore series. We are officially on day 700. I'm over here by the pumpkin and melon farm because I've been doing some trading with my villagers, and I also got a comment recently on an episode that said I should stack up some pumpkins and melons around this farm. Speaking of suggestions, I got so many ideas down in the comments of what to do with the rest of this island, and so we are definitely going to be working on finishing this up today. But before we get into that, there's a lot of stuff in this world that I've just been kind of putting off and avoiding, and there are a lot of chores that I need to get done. So I just want to kind of relax today and get some of these little jobs taken care of, just enjoy the Minecraft, especially in Trash's diamond mine, which I told you guys a long time ago that I was going to put rails in this and kind of finish off this area since it's still not looking very pretty and I never actually got around to doing it. So we're going to be working on that today, as well as expanding my storage area because I am absolutely running out of storage. We also need to get some of these cats placed around the world, as well as get a little house built for them, and I need to clean up this shulker monster that is starting to take over my tiny little home. So I think I'm going to start out by moving some of these cats around. The cats have been positioned, and these are the ones that are going to get a little cat house. However, before I can get to building, this storage system is really an issue, so we need to focus on this first. I have been struggling with storage for probably the last 200 days and just not done anything about it, so it is time to expand the storage building. And now our storage room is much more expansive. We have so much storage in here now. Let's take a quick look. First of all, I put in another row of chests on this level right here, and then I extended it 2 back, and then we have some more chests in here for extra bulk storage. So far this thing isn't even all the way filled up yet, but we do have stuff back here, and I finally have room for all of my blocks again. Our shulker monster is gone, and these ones are a lot emptier. So now that we have accomplished our first little chore of the day, I think it is time to move on to finishing this mine shaft down here. Guys, there is a skeleton horse here. I might be able to get a skeleton horse if I can be careful. Okay, I should probably take my bow out before I try and do this. There we go. Oh god, don't take out the horses. Okay, that was interesting. We have one horse. There we go. We have some skeleton horses. That's awesome. I didn't know if we were ever going to get any this world. There's a thunderstorm a little bit ago and I was working down in the mine and it's turning out excellent. I can't wait to show you guys. I'm so excited. These are like my favorite horses. Okay, hopefully your hearts regen. I'm sorry you got lit on fire for a second there. All right, Ginger Snap, you have some new friends. And obviously I'm going to need some names, although I might just need one name because I had a skeleton horse in another world a long time ago before I did YouTube, and his name was Bonesy Jones, and he had a catastrophic fall into a ravine, so I think one of these should be named Bonesy Jones in memoriam of him, but the other one definitely needs a name. Well, that was a fun little distraction. I'm gonna head back into the mine now. It's almost done, and then I will show you guys what I have accomplished. I've gotten a little too invested in this project because it is now day 728, but I'm very excited with how it's coming along so far. And now the mine is done. Trash's diamond mine has been finished. So let's just do a quick tour of it. I will ride down on this minecart in just a second, but let me show you the top here before we're flying down. We got some beams going across. I raised the ceiling a little bit with stairs. We've got some glowberries, and I put these little alcoves with some lanterns in it so that the whole thing is all lit up and nothing can spawn here. So let's just take a little ride down into the mine. And then I did decorate this little room too. This is where we had our beacon, and I just got some of our essentials here. We have an infinite water pool that I did dig down to this bedrock over here. I think that that looks kind of cool. We've got some extra storage over here. We have our little stone cutter, and yeah. So let me know what you guys think of it. I even left the little glass pane from the beacon and hung a lantern from it. I think that looks super cute. And then let me show you my favorite part, which is kind of hard to see when you're just going down through it, but I did these little cutouts and I put all of the cave biomes in them. So this one is our deep dark biome. I ventured down into a deep dark cave to get some of these with silk touch, and I did accidentally set off a shrieker. You'll probably see that in the editing, but I did set off a shrieker one time, and I have the shrieker. I silk touched it and I took it, but every time I rode down here and went by it, it screamed, and that wasn't very chill and cool. And then over here we have our little lush cave biome with our glowberries and our drip leaf and whatnot. I think that that turned out really cute. And then up here we have a little dripstone cave biome. So I thought this was a really fun way to integrate some little mini biomes into this. There were already open spaces where the cave was above here, and instead of just filling that all in, I decided some little mini biomes would look cute. So now to celebrate having this mine shaft, I'm going to do a little bit of mining, see if I can get some more resources. I did use a lot of redstone for the rails, so I'm running a little low on that, and then getting a few more diamonds is always good. I'll probably go heal up my tools really quick at my zombie spawner. So let's just ride this back up here and wish me luck mining. Alright guys, I am done mining, and these are all of the ores that I have collected. I also found a spawner and a minecart chest, so I got some other assorted goodies, and I did find an amethyst geode down here. I put some amethyst blocks around it to mark which tunnel it's down, and spent some time collecting some calcite and amethyst. So I'm going to grab up all of these ores, and then we will bring them up to the surface and do some fortuning. The fortuning is complete. Now let's see what we've got. We have a ton of redstone now, so we won't have to worry about that. A little bit of iron, a little bit of copper, almost 3 entire stacks of gold, which is excellent, a bunch of lapis, and we have almost 2 entire stacks of diamonds, which I had less than a stack of diamond ore, so this is amazing. And now we can actually duplicate more trims, maybe get some more netherite items, which I'm thinking about doing very soon, because these diamond tools, they could be a little fancier than they are. But overall, I think that was an excellent mining session, and it was fun to just relax and mine for a while. So I'll get all of these put away, and then I think it's time that we move on to the cat's house. Well guys, we officially have a house for our little kitty cats. I know that they probably want to attack this rabbit right here, but they can't. I think it turned out very adorable. I really wanted to lean into the pink theme for some reason. I feel like it's been a while since we've used any cherry wood. So overall, I'm very happy with how it turned out. I have my little kitty sitting up here. We've got Alfredo and Pepsi. They do kind of float above, I guess because it's a carpet on a fence post. If there's any way for them to not do that, please let me know because it's kind of funky, but I mean, I wanted them to be on their little cat trees. They've got some fish and some rabbit hide and a little bed under the house in case they wanted to go under there. We've got Kiki guarding the front entrance. There are no dogs allowed. And then we've got Copper, Romeo, and Tuna inside. They've got some more fish. I thought these looked like little feeding bowls for them. They've got some nice little petals, and I think it turned out very cute. So let's go ahead and close those doors up and move on to our final project of this episode. It is now day 768 already, so we are getting closer and closer to day 800. I did not think this episode was going to take quite so many days, but we have been doing all sorts of stuff. Oh, and I probably also put in a time lapse of me finishing out this area down here. At first it was a sunflower field, but the yellow looked kind of garish with everything else when it was all those sunflowers, so I did a mix of some purple flowers, and I also put in a couple more paths, some staircases between the farms, and the path leads all the way down over here where it connects up to our farming area. This area has been bothering me for a long time because there was still a bunch of empty space and I didn't want to build anything, so I really like this little flower field. And the area is looking so much more complete now. But enough about that, we have a little fisherman's island to finish over here. And before we can accomplish that, I do need to go out to the coral reef and get a couple coral fans and other random bits because someone suggested that I make tide pools over there and I absolutely love that idea. I think that would be perfect. So I'm gonna head over to the coral reef, get all my building materials together, and then let's finish off this island. Well guys, I have gone completely crazy building on this island because it is now day 800. So let me show you around and show you what I have done. First of all, we have this nice bridge that connects us to the mainland now. I might have to do a path up there, but that is for a future project. I added in paths all around the island. This is our lighthouse area. I put up a couple different market stalls with some goods that people are selling. I've got one over here selling fish. We have a little aquarium with some tropical fish floating around. We've got this house right here that I actually did do a bit of an interior in, a little place to sit, which comes out to this dock over here. Got another little house over here, and then a third over here. They've got a little flower garden around back. There is another dock down here with a little path. This one's kind of broken down and falling apart. Not quite as fancy, but still useful for fishing off of. We've got some farms scattered around so people can have food. And we have our fourth house down here, which has a little bit of a balcony overlooking at the water. And probably my favorite part of the whole island are these tide pools down here. I think that they turned out fantastic. I had so much fun detailing them. I think they turned out really nice, so you'll have to let me know what you think about them. And then I will throw in this other dock over here. I just kind of ran out of time because it was day 800 and I wanted to update you guys before that day passed. But I think that's going to do it for today. I have spent 100 days on this episode and I don't want to keep you guys waiting any longer. I'm probably going to go through and add a couple more details to the island and keep playing around with it and finish up that dock. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, I hope you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!